On the resiliency topic, Janine Parisi, I'm the resiliency program manager, and I'm doing a lot of work around wildfire mitigation. One thing we talked about resiliency that I hadn't heard tonight that I wanted to share with the group is the first topic was how this community has bounced back faster and better than a lot of other communities that were hit by the fires in 2020. And the reason that is, in the opinion of some folks at this table, was that this is a community that has strong interconnectivity. It has great organizations helping people recover, but also just some outstanding community members who have really stepped up and made things happen for folks. And without that combination of that type of community resiliency, the Mackenzie Valley wouldn't be where it is today. And that resonated so much with me, and I just really wanted to share that with the rest of the group. We talked a lot about that self-sufficiency, that this community leans in on each other, but also can take care of themselves when they need to, and that is one of the ways that this community is resilient. And a good example of that, and just in terms of community gathering, is the GMSR radio system that was kind of a community organization to help bridge some of those communication gaps when the power goes out, and just one of many examples of how this community is kind of pulling together and supporting each other through tough times and on blue sky days as well. And then just moving to the more thornier topic, a lot of what we talked about was discussed already. I'll just call out maybe a couple themes. One was around what should eWeb be doing, and it's really about staying true to its mission and helping. And we were talking about helping maintain the hatchery because that's such an important asset up here, helping maintain the recreational facilities that exist because those are such a valued asset for the community. There's so much other loss and change that's happening that to sustain those recreational facilities is really important for folks. Mitigating to the extent possible the aesthetic and property value issues that are going to impact those closest to the lake. We talked a lot about that. We talked about transportation. I won't go through that again. And then lastly, I think one of the things I heard was we're mitigating some risks, but we're introducing some new risks. So how do you balance those two things? So there's the transportation and the access issues, but we talked about, maybe because we had a fire chief at our table, the loss of water to help with fire suppression from the lake, because that's one of the major draw sites, is using that lake for fire suppression. We talked about resiliency from losing local generation and what happens with BPA and centralized. So just that whole sense of we're mitigating some risks, but we're introducing new ones, and how do we work together to take a holistic view and try to balance on the positive side of the scale. So thank you so much. You guys are wonderful to talk with tonight.
Thank you. Well, thank you all.